Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Marvel's Unboxing. So we're finally finishing off the Black Widow series, and we're bringing none other the amazing trio of Black Widow, Red Guardian, and Yelena Belova. Now, this is going to be the third variant of Black Widow. If you guys have not seen the other two, I will leave a card right up here. This is the first variant of Red Guardian. He is in his mask, and we of course have Yelena Belova, which this seems to be the only actual outfit she wears throughout most of the actual movie. Switching it over to the side real quick, we can get a much better depiction of each individual. We yet again have Black Widow in her iconic white costume. We have a full depiction of Red Guardian with full posture and a better look at the shield. And we of course have Yelena Belova with again better look at the posture, and it looks like she carries short hair, but I can guarantee you that's not the case. And taking one last look at the back of the box, we can get a depiction of all the pops that have come in the Black Widow series, and like I've said before, these landed right in between all of them. So if you want to go check them out, I've listed videos here and there, and I will list most of the ones that I actually remember off the top of my head right up here, so be sure to check them out. There's not too many, so you should not have a hard time collecting the Black Widow line, and as far as I'm aware, there is still yet not any announced, so I think this is probably going to conclude the end of the Black Widow line, and only the future will tell if we'll get more later on. And here's a better look at the top of the box. Again, just a small depiction, but I think this definitely helps identify them whenever they do have a top peripheral vision of them. But nonetheless, that's enough of the box art. Let's actually go ahead and unbox them. Taking a better look at Black Widow, we can get a full depiction of what she actually looks like. And comparing it to the box art, it looks like she has some pipes on the actual box art versus what she holds in the actual figurine. It actually looks like some sort of coiled weapon rather than the box art. It looks like literal pipes. So that's already one of the biggest differences, but it doesn't really matter. It is, after all, a weapon. One of the things that they really did well on this Funko Pop was the hair, and that's something that I always critique very, very heavy, because after all, they are Funko Pops, and it's much more similar with this. Rather than trying to strike a Marvel Legends as a similar person, Funko Pop does not care, and it looks like a toy. So I think they did a really good job with this, and I think it looks well. And I think so far, out of all the Funko Pops they did, starting with the WandaVision line, I think they have done a fantabulous job. Now, for reference, this pop does come from the bridge scene whenever they break out Alexei from prison. So if you want to do some comparison, that's going to be your go-to scene. All in all, this pop is going to be a great addition to your collection. After all, it's a new pop versus the black suit costume one. This is new, it's fresh, and it's a very stylish one. Even though they only used it for a couple scenes, really, the other scenes were at the dinner table, which wasn't really much of action. This was a great costume, and it was something fresh and new. The other ones have been a little bit of versatility in all of them, but they have all been black, no much of a different colors besides little emblems or semblance here and there. So this one was a very drastic change. So if you're a Black Widow fan or Marvel fan, all in all, this will be a great costume to get, or sake Black Widow Funko Pop for just the sake of it. It looks great, and I think they did a really good job with this. The box actually depicts the costume having some sort of lines, and when we take a closer look at the actual Funko Pop, it does follow through with it, so it does look pretty well. And again, just like the Marvel Legends, it does have the waistliner on it for weapons. So all in all, I gotta say, this pop looks great. Now, unlike a Black Widow, Red Guardian said, screw my box art cover, I'm not going to follow through it. If we look a closer look at the box art of Red Guardian, it looks really clean. Unlike the actual pop that we get, very dirty, very scruffed up. It looks like he just got done battling the Taskmaster, which is what I'm assuming this Funko Pop actually follows through with. I'm not exactly sure why the box art shows a depiction of a very clean, just recently made Red Guardian. And we of course know that's not the case, because it is the MCU Guardian that we get to see. He has his full headed on beard going on, and he is at the time that we get to see him as the Red Guardian. So I'm not sure what the depiction was there, but I personally gotta say that he looks much better in the Funko Pop form. Bunch of scratches, the paint is there, and he looks very messed up. Looks like that battle with the Taskmaster really did him bad, but of course they end up winning in the Taskmaster at the end of the day. But nonetheless, it looks great. I think one of the coolest additions of him is the shield. It's not some old matte shield, it definitely has some shine to it, and I think it looks great even after the damage and all the dirtiness that he has gone through with that shield. It looks great. All in all, taking a better look at the body of the Funko Pop, we get some more dirtiness, and it looks like they did a good wash washing him, he looks extremely dirty, and he does not look like he just got out the shower. All in all, a very good Funko Pop. I love this character in the Funko Pop line. And like I said, I can't say a big good depiction of where this Funko Pop actually falls into the actual movie. But to be honest, I think this will fall right after the battle with Taskmaster on the ship after trying to take down the Red Room. All in all, this is going to be a great Funko Pop for your collection if you're an MCU collector or a Red Guardian. I love the character, so I might just have to keep this character in my collection. Again, some of the cool accessories that I decided to throw in with this pop was, again, Star, some small details that we get to see, the waistline that goes around it, just the cool details that get around. It's not perfectly white, it's built in with some sort of dirtiness, almost a brown color. So I think they did a pretty good job with this Funko Pop. And last but not least, we get one of the last characters in the Black Widow line that we just had to review. I really love this character in the movie, and I had never seen or heard of Yelena Belova until this movie. I liked the character all in all, very good jokes, and she actually felt like a much more main character than Black Widow at some point in the movies, which was actually disappointing. As much as I like this character, I understand that it's not her movie, and we will get to see more of her later on. But to be honest, I think they did a pretty good job with this. The hair actually reminds me of bread based on the color and the way it's actually tied up. Now, she actually carries this hairstyle throughout the early beginnings of the movie after she meets Natasha. So this is really what she carries, and it's not until in the movie where we get different head molds or different hairstyles on Yelena Belova. But this seems to be one of the main things that we get to see, especially whenever they break out Red Guardian out of prison. So I think all in all, it looks great. We also get some cool additions, such as the little stick that she has, baton, stick, weapon, whatever you want to call it. I think it looks great. Unfortunately, we did not get this on the Marvel Legends, which I have gone over, which I will leave a card right up here, so be sure to check it out. But all in all, I think it definitely compares a lot to Marvel Legends and to the movie as well. It does have a harness, it does have a multi-pocketed vest, and I think all in all, it looks great. Now, comparing this Funko Pop to the box art, unfortunately, based on the box art, if you don't actually take him out, it does look like she is short-haired. Based on the box art, you would have to take her out, or unless you're professional, you can just look to the side of the box. It's a simple look as that, but unfortunately for the box art, it doesn't really do much her well because it does look like she has short hair. But comparing it to the rest of the Funko Pops, she is similar to Black Widow. Again, this is a white costume, which I assume is some sort of stealth costume, or maybe just a simplicity since they were in the snow. But this is very similar to the Black Widow costume, and really the only difference is the vest that Black Widow later on acquires before the events of Infinity War. Alrighty, so that's going to conclude today's episode. Let me know which one was your favorite. I personally had to go with Red Guardian or Yelena Belova, but based on the actual art design, Red Guardian definitely knocks it out the ballpark. I don't know why there was a misconception with the box art versus the Funko Pop, but I'm not complaining. I think the Funko Pop looks great, and all in all, I'm a out-of-the-box collector for the most part, and some of the characters do stay in the box. For the most part, this character looks great. With all the details they decide to embed in him, it definitely does bring out the damage and everything that he's been through. He does not look like a very clean person, which we've seen after he breaks out of prison, but all in all, he really brings it out the ballpark. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this Black Widow series. I will be doing a recap very soon for you guys to see all the Funko Pops. If you guys have not seen the rest of the videos, or you guys are new to the channel, and if which that's the case, be sure to subscribe and smash that like button if you guys did enjoy this video. But nonetheless, let me know what you guys have thought of the movie Black Widow and the Black Widow Pops. If you guys want to see more later on, the only really character that I can think of is the bad villain, which I unfortunately forgot his name, which I think is Dreykov, and Melina is the only characters I can really think of, which they might make us Funko Pops anytime soon. Oh, and that one guy that gave supplies to Black Widow. But that's the only characters I can see. Maybe General Ross, but we've already seen plenty of appearances of General Ross, and they've yet to still make anything of him. So we've just got to see and see what happens later on. But nonetheless, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this and the movie and everything Black Widow related. I will still be bringing you just a couple more videos later on. But nonetheless, that's all I got. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out.